What's up, everybody? It's Flash Week this week. So we started off with Aquaman Week last week, and today they released a cool little 25-second video of Ezra Miller announcing that it's Flash Week. So I guess I was wrong about the alphabetical order thing. It's not Batman. So Flash is next. So the first thing we've got is this 25-second clip of a few things that we have seen already in the trailers and a couple things we haven't seen yet. So it starts off with Barry flashing away from the rest of the team when they come up from that elevator that they're on in one of the TV spots, and they're all looking up, probably to go to the Flying Fox, I'm guessing. He just zooms away from them, and then he kind of looks back at them. It's a cool little few seconds we haven't seen yet of Barry. And I mean, anytime they show him using his powers, it's gonna be awesome. So we see that part, and then they show a quick little like close-up of his face. He's looking kind of awkward and confused, and he's gonna bring a fun element to the Flash. Not that the Flash is not fun already, but I think he's gonna portray that really well with these little, oh my god, my son's going crazy in his room, with these cool little tidbits, you know, that we see in him. So that's a part we haven't seen yet. And then we see the part where he's grinning up into the sky. We don't know what he's looking at just yet, but we have seen that part in the trailer. And then we also see this part where we've seen a few times where he's crouching down on the ground. I think it's one of my favorite Flash moments from any of the trailers that we have, and they keep showing it, and it keeps looking better. They're enhancing it and stuff. So we've seen that part where he crouches down and zooms off, and we've seen him from behind running like in slow motion and everything, and the electricity and the speed force around him, but we haven't seen him from the front yet in that scene. So now in this little clip they show him from the front in slow-mo, which is pretty cool to see because we haven't seen that yet. So that's a new part in this little clip. And then they talk about, you know, they show the part where he's talking to Bruce, and he's like, you know, I've never done battle. I just push people and run away. So they show that part again, and then we get like a super fast glimpse of his logo, which you kind of have to pause it if you can catch it to see it. So just a tease to get us ready for the rest of the week. Who knows what they're going to show us for Flash Week. I'm super excited. I'm really looking forward to seeing him in the movie, and excited to see how they showcase his abilities and his powers. And yeah, just super excited. We're only a month away now. I like this marketing technique that they're using, like a week for each character, whatever, you know. So I think that's, you know, something different to do. So that's what we got so far. And now let's get into the next topic I wanted to discuss, which is regarding Wonder Woman 2. Okay, so the latest that has come out about Wonder Woman 2, I don't think it has been officially announced, but there are reports that Wonder Woman 2 will start production / filming in June of 2018. So this coming up summer, and no specifications so far as like location and stuff like that, but it does seem like a reasonable and realistic time to start on the movie, since the release date is for December 2019. So it'll be like a year and a half in advance of that, which sounds about right. However, the reports also include rumors that the time period, the time setting for the movie would include being set during the Cold War in the 1980s. So it'd be like another previous time period movie, which for her origin movie made sense that it was set like 100 years ago, but during World War I. But for the sequel, I don't know if it makes sense completely because at the end of Batman vs Superman, when they're talking about finding the others, referring to Cyborg, Aquaman, and the Flash, she tells Bruce that she walked away from mankind 100 years ago. So basically after World War One, which we see in her movie. So I don't know if that completely works, because if she walked away from mankind and she wasn't being active as Wonder Woman, why would she be involved in the Cold War in the 1980s? Now, it doesn't say that that would be the entire movie. You know, I've seen some people say, well, maybe she became a spy, maybe she's kind of like an undercover type of thing going on. Who knows? I don't know. We don't even know if this Cold War thing is true yet, or like officially confirmed, I don't think, but so I guess it would just depend on if that is true. I guess it would depend on what the actual plot and the story is, how they would make it work, because you don't want it, like you wouldn't want it to contradict what she said in Batman vs Superman. There'd be no reason really for her to say that if they're gonna just, have another movie where she's involved in another war from previous decades. So, yeah, I guess it just depends on what they plan on doing for her second movie. And then there was also included in the reports that Patty Jenkins wants to bring back Chris Pine as Steve Trevor. I'm not so sure I believe that. I have seen that she's made statements like she's conflicted about it because she's not sure, they would have to bring him back, like it would have to be like flashbacks of him and Diana from the first movie, that things that we didn't see, or maybe things that we did see. Or I saw a statement in the article I read that if he played a descendant of Steve Trevor, which I think would be stupid, quite frankly, because you don't want an actor to play a descendant of someone he played in a previous movie. Like, no. Sorry. He already played Steve Trevor, and I loved him as Steve Trevor. I tweeted recently that casting Chris Pine as Steve Trevor is one of my favorite DCEU casting choices. I really liked him in Wonder Woman. So I would like to see him again. It's kind of sad if we don't see him again, because I did like him, but at the same time, they would just have to do it in the right way if they were to bring him back for the sequel. So, I don't know. I think I'd be fine with it either way. If they show him, if they don't show him, if they show him, it has to be done the right way. So I guess we just have to wait and see when stuff is officially announced from WB and, Patty Jenkins or whoever. So that is the latest on that. And I don't know, as far as the Cold War thing, I think I would prefer a present day movie instead of another period past time, for her movie, because we already had that with her. I think it'd be cool to see her in present day. And if she was active during the Cold War, like, it just seems like the world would already know about her as Wonder Woman. Like, they'd be exposed to her, kind of like how the world was exposed to Superman and Man of Steel. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see how they do that. So, let me know what you think about that. Would you prefer the Wonder Woman sequel to be set in a previous time period again, or would you prefer to see her in a present day post Justice League type of, as far as the time period setting? So let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see Steve Trevor again? And if so, how would you prefer that they do that with his character? So let me know what you guys think about that. As always, links in the description. Thank you to all my subscribers. And thank you to my patrons as well. Sometimes I forget to include that in my videos, but thank you to my patrons. And check out my first episode of the podcast that I recently joined. The link is also in the description. So thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next time.